Before their first day even began, a hurricane lashed Cape Breton, delaying the adventurers' launch with a humbling display of the true dangers of surviving in the wild. 6 strangers must return to the wilderness, traveling old trade routes of the Ulnu and Unamagi, also known as Cape Breton. Surviving for 25 days with no modern technology. Learning the old ways from the elders, to reconnect to their past and find what truly matters. Times change, people grow, but the land remains. As Hurricane Dorian passes through the Mi'kmaq district of Unamagi, also known as Cape Breton, 6 strangers from different nations set out to live off the land like their ancestors. Using seasonal trade routes and traveling by birch bark canoe, they will move inland from the Atlantic Ocean. With no modern technology, they must rely on the traditional knowledge of the elders. They must reconnect with their culture and themselves if they are to discover who they really are.
Life can be unpredictable, and sometimes in our lives we encounter experiences which shake us to our core, and that's why recognizing and learning how to cope with difficult emotions is essential to leading a full and healthy life. But it can be hard to know where to start, and that's why we're so excited to share the paid partner of today's video, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an online therapy that connects you with a credentialed professional from the comfort of your own home. No waiting rooms or inconvenient commutes, just support when and where you need it. Seeking therapy can feel like a big step, but it doesn't have to be. Instead of getting stuck in an endless loop questioning yourself, you can talk through your concerns with someone who's trained to help you find real answers, break old patterns, and build a stronger mindset. All you have to do is fill out a quick questionnaire, and BetterHelp will match you with a therapist tailored to your needs. You can message them anytime and schedule live sessions via phone, video, or chat. And if the match isn't quite right, you can switch therapists at no extra cost. And their customer support team is always there to help you if you have any questions. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.5 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. Going to therapy is a sign of strength, not weakness. Click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/wonderdocs to start your journey and get 10% off your first month.
My name is Cameron Ominiak. I'm from Peace River, Alberta. I spent some of my time living on the res, learning from my grandparents how to hunt and snare, and I wouldn't mind continuing forth on that and creating a new path for myself.
My name is Jody Anzo. I'm from Betcheco, Northwest Territories. I love being out on the land, and I've actually had work experience on the land.
Oh, hi. My name is Devi, aka Jeffrey Pronto is my real name. I'm a Cree man my family's from northern Manitoba, Grand Rapids First Nation. Me in the woods for more than 10 minutes alone, I kind of get scared. I don't know much about my traditions, to be quite honest, and if I took the time of my life, I think it's something that I would never do on my own unless I was getting paid or in a TV show to do.
Hi, my name is Joshua Highway. I'm 25, and I grew up in a small town west of Prié. It was a great childhood. Part of that, I believe, is the old ways and my family bringing me up. It's something I'm proud of, that I can say I can do. At
this point in my life, I'm at a bit of a crossroads between who I want to be and who I am now. And I know that being a part of something like this, connecting to my ancestors and connecting to the land can really help.
Wajah, Buju, Carly Johnson, the Shimnakas, Kitchename Kusabig, and Duje the Ben Daquis.
Participating in this journey would be an absolute honor. It would give me a chance to reconnect to my ancestors.
It's amazing. This is going to be a total different change from what I live now. My expectations are to see a different life and how to live out there. I'm so used to my face sticking in front of my phone. I told my family that I'll be out in the bush for 25 days, and they all believe that I can do it, even though they know they call me the town boy where I'm from.
The biggest adjustment being unplugged again is just not being able to talk to my family and whatnot. It's not a big deal for me. I don't even own a cell phone, and I've never owned a cell phone in 27 years of my life.
Really looking forward to having the time to unplug, just to, learn how to work within a group, within a setting that's very primal, and I'm hoping to learn a lot and just get a lot of healing out of this experience. I have a reputation. Google it. I live life to the fullest. I don't live life with regret. I'll do what I want, how I want. I don't make apologies for who I am, because society doesn't apologize to me for what it's done to us.
I'm afraid of the unknown. Like, I love swimming, but I'm also afraid of what's under the water. I hope that we have a great time together, and I'm excited to see what we all do and what we all bring to the table.
A little worried I might snap at some people, but that's to be expected with hunger and little sleep. There's some people don't like to be told what to do.
I jump out of planes for fun. I've never done any of the hunting or trapping or fishing or anything like that. Just being able to connect back to who we are as Indigenous people and not be so reliant on the city, everything else. That's all the comforts.
Look at those boats, guys.
As they set out, the 6 adventurers find a gift of 3 birch bark canoes that will be their primary mode of transportation. Joining them on shore is a welcome party of elders and knowledge keepers. With their teachings delivered in the Mi'kmaq language, the diverse group must pay close attention.
Terry Janie, there isn't it? You can call me Terry John. Well, that's Becky's no deal. On the mark, game, Mela. Pascal, any aim, or your Miss Sibu. Head away, they look and dive in there. Easy to our nest for that way, go look and head away, they can a good meadow. Yeah, I'm on below asking a good one. Unquizay Claneg and Maugisigo. Look, Denny, there is it. We are also known as Ulno. Mi'kmaq means my ally, and this is what we called the French people when they arrived here. But we are known as Ulno. Ulno means we are the 7th generation grandchildren, and I believe each tribe has that similarities in their language. A lot of our canoe technology we don't know anymore, so we have to rely on people that our brothers and sisters from other tribes to help us, and one of them is Caleb Musgrave.
Anishinaabe knowledge keeper Caleb Musgrave worked with Mi'kmaq elder Terry Denny and his sons Luke and Hunter to make the birch bark canoes. Caleb was asked to join the build as canoe-making knowledge has been nearly lost among the Mi'kmaq of Unama'ki. Together they sourced materials and combined their methods to build the birch bark canoes.
They learned the whole process to put these together with me, and it was quite an experience. It was fun. A lot of banter, and that's the beauty of building these canoes is you build relationships with them.
With their task laid out before them and the welcome complete, the group quickly realizes they are now on their own, in a land none of them have ever seen. They must find a way to work together as strangers in the weeks ahead.
Cam, I think this side is the front.
Yeah. Are you good at steering, Josh?
As the journey becomes a reality, they prepare to test their canoes in the brackish lake along the shores of the Atlantic Ocean. Despite instructions on how to care for their canoes, some have already allowed them to drag along the shore, scraping the bottoms. They will learn that in the wild, even the smallest mistake could change everything. The adventurers continue their very first paddle towards Black Lake Camp. Some are excited by the journey ahead, others are confronted by the hardships that will become their daily lives. Quickly, the fragility of the canoes becomes clear.
Today we got in the canoes, the birch bark canoes, and we took our first paddle in the water.
It was
Really, really tippy, and just trying to balance between me and Josh was super fun.
A bit scary for me. Ours was built a little bit higher, so it was a lot more teetery and a lot less stabilized than the others, but we got our rhythm and we balanced ourselves out and we got it.
It was scary at first because we didn't have our balance right and we were like falling and I screamed very loud, but then we got it.
It was a little touch and go in the beginning as the center of balance is, it's not like manufactured canoes where they're perfectly balanced now.
We didn't make it very far. I'm wet now. What am I gonna do?
We went under a couple times. They got filled up with water, and then they just went under, flipped.
The other canoe looked half submarine.
So Cam and Teresa's canoe, it kind of looked like a submarine. It was like, we watched it happen.
It didn't faze me or anything. I wasn't mad or upset. Just like, okay, let's keep going. Can't get mad on the first day. There's gonna be more to come.
Fortunately for me and Jody, it was no problem out there on the water. Our canoe is actually, it's the one right behind me. It's actually really well constructed with resin to hold the piece of birch bark together. The shape and the form, whoever pieced this together really took care and made a great canoe.
Waiting for the aftermath of the hurricane to subside, the adventurers spent the previous day learning essentials in caring for their canoes and safety in the bush from Caleb Musgrave. From sourcing spruce roots and gum to finding birch patches, they were taught the skills that have survived for generations. Remembering these lessons will be key to success in maintaining and caring for their canoes. Birch bark canoes require attentive care as branches in the water, rocks, or simply dragging the canoe near shore can create holes and leaks. Depending on the size of the leak, spruce roots are used to sew damaged spots closed, or a new patch of bark is sewn over the hole. Pitch, much like nature's glue, is made by sourcing spruce gum from trees and melting it over a fire, then adding bear grease to keep it flexible when it dries. The mixture is stirred and, when tacky, applied with a stick over the hole or stitching. The pitch dries quickly and the canoe is water ready.
Well, that's all the vegetario. Because like wala kuchibukto. Aha, neo kaya bu aha. Wala age, mijip choy. Me begis like me. Egin madim ko wala de te erego. Neo kisi abu ja wala kutua minyo. Na miji solti dorsep. Me ala duaga me egin madim ko wala de. Najugo adni aptiminish.
Munti guys. Jika nemu ada tim kau, lagi nemu lagi, dan clearly out ayo.
Thank you.
Hey.
Amazing.
Oh my God. Just what my feet needed.
Right?
Kazunk.
Okay guys, I'm a 9.
Get your body walk. Well, I'm kazunk.
Did you get one, Carly?
Nope.
Thank you.
No. He's a man.
10.
These are my size.
I'll let it uncle, Nachsun, blankets. Artemiga Nedigal. Abligamush, guys. Uncle, rabbit fur. Show out of it, guys. Temiga, walk.
Ula de guys, lede temigan giswe get torset.
Buksuga gardim.
Buksuga maltan tuo. Giswe get torset, ala tuo kan mo giswe get torset. Ante wo tio sa kilo wo wai chio. Mahama tuo.
Awala bit aba beach. Kigo tu nas film walk is another go dia mo is I muinoi. Is a mimejo is travajo at the store ni to gis pasa dox bimesh. Is another one aplig was neighbor. Gis where what is Ulaba beach, Kigo all do a wigwam.
Yeah.
I got like 2 hours, huh?
So how do you say rabbit?
Abligamuch.
Abligamuch.
Wobbles in Ojibwe.
Yeah, wabus. Yeah, in Clicho.
How could we best use these?
Pillows?
Pillows, or wrap your feet around it when you're, best thing, when you're cold at night, wrap your feet in it.
Ajimishi solti gasnaki lunu kahit kiano. Mudamus pais. Mali up to mo tandelik to gunudio. Gulon. Nado.
Agreed.
Oh, what's up?
Awesome.
Guisanen. Let's eat.
Go with in?
Go is in?
Guisanen for me, yeah. I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry.
Josh, me too.
Go with ultio. Gide gulanige mi mejoy. Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
Yes,
sir.
The fish chowder is done. It's cooked.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Chow down.
So excited.
Chow down.
El nuadal ulti nige. Mera moiken o guys. Molno gi wa. Wa di gabni gam panchi si gmoje gi pas.
Oops.
Dupsi well this is not a way. It's window.
Chopstick la matuito.
First time actually trying lobster and food like that, and how the bannock was thrown into the water. I tried that. It was my first time eating it like that. It was good. It was something I thought I'd never try.
Very good.
Looks good.
I eat shrimp, but not very often. So this is like new to me, and it was different, but very delicious. I liked it.
Which was it?
Shrimp, haddock, clams, lobster,
Shrimps?
scallops.
Let's see what it will work.
Just the greatest.
How much budget party or book to get out of here? Ajibedlo is that? Just the master of Manolage. Well, I nigga, me may joy, Glamana, Willie absolutely awesome. A bone looks it awesome, Bologna. I'm sure to Mali up the mall, the gig wall, dandling pie awesome. Mount there, would not push. Donna, guada, this is me that awesome, but it's Marmy go with you. You guys should chow down on the chowder. It'll keep you warm for the night before dark, so you can gather up your branches where you're going to sleep on your branches for the night. And the more you eat, the warmer it'll keep you. Well, all you.
Good.
Have a safe night.
With their first night in the wild closing in fast, the adventurers realize they are truly on their own. Gifted with blankets, tools, fire, and food, the adventurers have been left to build their own shelter for the first night, now having only each other to depend on.
For shelter, we have some cover from some trees just off by the fire we're at, and we're gonna lay out our blankets. We got new gifts given to us, and blankets and rabbit fur, so that's gonna help. And we're gonna make a small fire and just kind of hunker down for the evening. Doesn't seem too complicated. The wind isn't too strong. It's not too cold. Looking forward to get some rest and just keep it moving.
That chowder was excellent. There was everything in it. There was shrimp, mollusks, lobster, all things I'm not used to eating, and I'm so lucky.
Getting on shore was kind of surreal, realizing that like I'm here, this is happening, drying off, I'm still kind of wet.
I think everybody's feeling good. Everybody's ready to get the shelter made and get cozy tonight.
My shoes were wet, and they were not on me. But when I seen them, they were wet. And I was kind of upset about that, but it happens. It's something I can't control, so it'll dry on its own.
Me and Cam were paddling together. went swimming together as well. We flipped the canoe, emptied it, and then got back in, and almost immediately it was filled up with water again. And then we were back in the water.
We had a group meeting before we set up and finalized things.
Yeah, I'll get the bigger axe. Yeah, watch out, that's gonna fly off.
I think setting up the shelter would be pretty easy because we all are doing team effort and we're trying to get it fixed before sundown.
We can do a cover or a blockage. I mean, there's not a lot of wind coming through, so it's really just...
There's also those two things that are dead right there. I don't know if you want to worry about those, maybe.
There's two ways we can do this.
Also, remember how high up the fire will go.
Keep it
so
small.
it's like...
All this then, like there's a whole tree right here, you know what I mean? That unless we're moving a whole tree right now.
We should just put like a small fire, like rocks, like, you know, like in a small area. You don't need a big fire. If we just keep it closed, like if we just keep it closing and we have a fire, it's just gonna keep the whole area warm, plus our bodies. We don't need to make a big fire. We should keep that one going and have a small one. So if we put a canoe here, then that's completely blocked, this whole kind of area. There's no wind. If we put blankets here, then and it's soft, it's gonna be comfortable.
I feel like we're all on that level now of talking to each other and saying what's on our mind without being shy to speak.
Okay, let's do it that way. Does everybody want to do that?
Yeah, it's not cold out.
It's not cold. We're planning on building the canoes just to kind of keep the wind out and have a fire in the center and lots of cuddling.
We're gonna have to sleep very close to strangers, but I'm looking forward to it. I hope I'm warm tonight.
She's taking some of the spruce trees and laying them down for more bedding. And we're gonna use our blankets too and probably lay down like hot dogs, I guess, in a row. And we got some blankets set up on the sides too to block out the wind. This is my first time ever sleeping like this in the wilderness.
No experience whatsoever. I'm actually really excited. I think it's gonna be great for tonight.
We're all ready to get warm and stay warm for the evening.
Across Turtle Island, over land and sea, our people begin to rise as culture is reclaimed. A new chapter is being written by 6 adventurers facing old struggles to find new ways to learn and heal their people. Can we listen to the lessons of the wild once more? Can we reforge the chain of our ancestors' wisdom? Are you ready for a new chance to tell our story?
Era olsa mai giswok abjalux no gigwa. Kulaman mashkanalux no goyuk tudoktiwa dan eldayo. Era way elnog megamawa. Anid up to Dirmtunk, Abjalux no Gizwok, Gigwa Amsid Turmk, Walalio, Amsid Nogama.
Our roses and thorns is our thorn. We talk about something that bugged us today, and then our rose is something that was good about our day.
6 strangers must return to the wilderness, traveling old trade routes of the Ulnu and Unamagi, also known as Cape Breton. Surviving for 25 days with no modern technology. Learning the old ways from the elders, to reconnect to their past and find what truly matters. Day breaks along the shores of Black Lake Camp. After an emotionally and physically challenging first day in the bush, the adventurers' limited skills meant their night was colder than expected, and their camp left a lot to be desired. It has been a rough start for some.
Yeah, we used our canoes to kind of like try and make a little area for us to sleep in. Didn't really realize there was a lot of bumps though, so it was kind of awkward. Lots of waking up, lots of toss turning. But it was a pretty tight space, so we're all kind of cramped together. Hopefully tonight we can build a better shelter and have a better sleep.
Morning. Kind of like my first time hearing women snore. It wasn't loud, just that soft snoring. So it was good.
Cameron said he was a snorer, but I didn't hear him snore. I heard Teresa snore more than anything right in my face. She said she didn't. Yeah, I didn't mind it. I managed to catch some sleep. I kind of stepped on a toe last night. Dayby was mentioning we didn't need a big fire over there, so I go over there with Carly sitting there, who was tending to the fire for quite a while, and I was like, yeah, we don't have to have it that big. It shouldn't be that big. Like, we don't want to catch anything on fire. And she kind of just like, no, okay. No, you're right. I'll just sit here and not do nothing. I'm like, passive aggressiveness. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna come back here then. Came and laid back down.
Right. Some of us felt like we were doing all the firekeeping.
Was it some of us or you?
It's me, the fire master. No, I'm not bitter, I'm just tired. But I just feel the urgency, as opposed to Cam. Like, I woke Cam up. Cam slept like a baby, and I was like, this guy doesn't realize that he's sleeping like a baby because the fire's here, and it's like kind of like keeping them warm and stuff. So I just have that sense of urgency just to like keep it warm, and keep the fire going. There's tea. I don't know if I would drink that soup at this point.
That black one?
I know, drinking all that, I know, but now
I feel good.
Yeah? You were nice and warm.
Yeah.
I liked sleeping beside you.
That's what Jody said.
Yeah.
As soon as you left the bed, I got cold, she said.
Yeah, I was like, oh man.
Did it taste all right?
I had some seafood that sat overnight and just heard that it wasn't good to eat, and I had a couple bites. It was like lukewarm, so see how I feel later. Maybe I'll be hiding in the bush. Kind of worried I'll get sick now.
we should do the paddling partners. Should be the teams for the fire.
Yeah, hey?
Yeah,
I like
hey.
that.
Or we could do a vote. I'm just kidding, yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Let's let the other team know. You guys. So we thought maybe for sleeping tonight, we'll have like 4 sleep and 2 keep the fire.
Start doing charades. And then the owl.
That works.
And then we were kind of wondering who would it be, so we just thought we'll just do it with our canoe team. So you and me will keep the fire. Then.
Cam, did you hear that?
What is this?
Oh.
Woo!
Oh,
We have a possessed owl in our group.
Scary.
He doesn't think it's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
I do not think it's funny.
Their morning sees the group's first effort working as a team, finding roles and managing the struggles of the wilderness, even if they are not entirely sure the best way of going about it. Feeling their food sources are limited and only having a week's supply of pemmican to deal with hunger pains, the group decides to move to another camp. Some use their teachings to patch holes in the canoes with spruce gum, while Dayby and Jody decide if they should venture off to scout a new location.
The more left. The more left. No, no. The other left. No, 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 no. Back it up now.
Trying to confuse them.
To there? Okay. Look, the whole thing is cracked from here to here.
So just like
we'll seal here,
No, that's
and
probably...
then there's that, and then there's this over here, here.
Yeah, you
right
guys
here.
were deep in water.
Yeah,
You did it
by
tip?
the time I had,
over
by
here.
the time we landed, I was up to
Where'd
my
you get?
hips,
Did you
so
just pull that off ours?
definitely took
It's
in,
clear.
like,
It's just hanging right here.
A lot of water.
We may as well just reapply it.
Wow. Bring your canoe. I'll reapply it.
You hater.
Reapply it. You took it off.
We have another crack right here.
Just give it a second, Martha.
I've been to prison.
That's gonna tip.
Such foul language.
Foulest. You ever heard nothing yet?
We are going to our next destination to set up camp early, before the others.
So I'm just gonna light this up. It's moist and it's gonna smolder, so that way we can we can start a fire over there.
We're bringing birch, the first canoe.
Spruce. Yeah, spruce for the bedding. It's some axes and knives so that we can start kind of seeing the best situation for us so we can set up so that we can start preparing for another long night.
Feeling good? Okay, pushing, pushing, pushing. Okay, you got it, guys. See you soon. Good luck. Hey, Josh, how are you feeling now?
I'm good.
Yeah, is your head okay still? Are you with some rest? Did you want me to try our canoe by myself? I might flip, but
No.
I'd still try it just to get the test and see if we patched it up good enough.
I'll go down there.
Yeah? You sure? I don't want to push you.
that's
I
fine.
can do it alone too. Yeah?
That's fine.
Okay. Well, they took off, so maybe we should test our canoes now.
You ready to get wet?
Let's go swimming. All right, let's go sink.
I'm hoping we did an okay patch job and it's only an inch or two and not 12 inches.
Okay. It gets,
Nice and rocky,
it gets
don't,
deep. It gets deep, like right where I am, real quick.
Okay.
You guys leaking?
So, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are too.
Of course, of course.
Make more patch then?
Daybai and Jody travel with their smoldering mushroom, taking care not to extinguish the group's only chance at fire.
Okay, get out, get out, get out, Daybai.
Trying to.
There.
We are looking at a cold, cold night. The importance of fire is like so important. And yeah, we had some hope going here, but that's kind of gone.
You got it. Just trust.
Meanwhile, after a tricky start, the rest of the group depart for their new camp at Snake Point on the far side of the brackish waters, unsure what to expect when they arrive.
I think we're taking on water yet, but I'll let you know in a few minutes.
Setting off into the marshy waters, they follow the route taken by Jody and Daybai, hoping their canoes will weather the journey as they travel over a kilometer to their new camp.
Oh, the mushroom, it was terrible. It was like blowing on it, but I didn't have enough like tinder to like ignite it because it's gonna be cold. The ocean's right here and we're changing positions and I just feel like I'm the only person who gives a f about fire sometimes. No.
Efforts to keep the fire alive have failed. Spirits are low as the group realizes another cold night lies ahead, facing the full might of ocean winds. Shelter, fire, and food are just some of the pressures building upon the group, who are beginning to show signs of stress. Hoping to block some of the forceful cold winds, the group works on preparing their shelter for the night. Fortunately, arriving at camp are Mi'kmaq knowledge holders Luke and Hunter Denny, who will help them with an essential teaching.
Hey. Nudamai nudayok abona masudi uchibukdo eldun. Hello. Kisweshkwala and Chickenum Hunter. We're going to show you guys how to make fire with sticks.
Oh, thank God.
And the form is one of the most important things. You don't have to push down hard. You don't have to bow super hard. Debi sigawadun, nabuksaudo kisisido. And as it goes, big bows. So as this spins, when you add enough friction, it creates dust which falls into that notch there. And once that notch starts to fill up, it touches the spindle. And because there's friction on the spindle constantly, it heats up and it turns that into an ember.
Dry, dead, non-resinous soft wood, such as cedar, is formed into a spindle, shaved to a point on each end. Using the same type of wood, notches are cut into a flat fireboard. This will be the base of the activity. The bow is formed using a springy branch tied with roots or cordage at each end. The bowstring is then twisted and wrapped around the spindle. By using a wooden support to keep pressure from above, the bow is spun in a steady rhythm, creating dust that collects at the base of the notch to nurture an ember. It is then put into a tinder bundle and gently blown, creating a flame. Taking turns, the group quickly realizes how difficult the basic yet vital method of bow drilling can be. Their seeming lack of focus and teamwork could be the difference between success and failure.
And if you find one of you is really steady and the other is really good at bowing, you can
Use two people?
use two people.
Assistant, anybody? No? Anybody want to try? Because I'm definitely not going to get us a fire here.
But this one's really short, so it's going to be hard to control.
Okay,
Plus it's on the
that
edge
was
there.
it.
Gifted with the knowledge of fire making, the morale of the group has been lifted, though they are more and more aware of the constant demands from living on the land.
I think there's slight tension, and it might be due to just being hungry or missing home, and depending what you were doing before you got out here, you might be totally different diet and lifestyle. It's pretty discouraging. I felt discouraged because, I don't know, as a person, I expect a lot out of myself, and I have high expectations when it comes to trying new things, and I expect, to get it right on the first try, or at least the first day. I can see how some feel they're doing more work than others, so we're still trying to get our routine and our cohesiveness down for our team.
Stochon mau wilchiwiach uchid buchigan eldun. Well, nach masay namach igin namas kisi ilam maadigin. We're nice and shaded from the wind, so I'm not too worried. Glahuch amadamin be ilamadigan. See, it's starting now. It is possible in humid weather too. It's just more difficult. Sometimes it works really easy. Bukok kisi askaiwek dan to land again. Most people will stand up too. I like to just lay down because I'm usually tired after doing this. But sometimes you lose the eyebrow. And I usually take punkwood or yellow birch and keep it nearby.
Nige glahas buduat kabuk sahado.
Just gently push it against.
Buk sahado just sasigwaige.
It's something else to see it happen in front of you.
Nache na delane gemk kamujo awamen.
It's right there, and I've heard of it, but seeing it with my own eyes, I was pretty amazed. A couple sticks and some friction.
Nsis gisenegoxio.
While setting up camp, the adventurers suddenly notice a creature crawling nearby.
It's on the fire.
Someone grab an axe. I
Or
found a
knife.
snake.
Here, I got it.
We can go eat it.
You guys are the best.
You make noise on top, it might come out. Here, use the stick. I see it. I see it.
You don't see him? He's right there. Little tongue sticking out. He sees me.
Let me get you. That's you. Here it comes. I got it. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Injured it. Kill him. Here, I got it. I got it. I got it. Here. Pull it. Pull it. Pull it back. I'll cut his head. Pull it back. On the rock. Here, I got it.
You got it.
Here, let me cut him. Cut his head up. Put his head on the rock. Yeah.
Woo!
Good job.
Ta-da!
Boom.
Now.
Hold still. Hold still. Anybody know how to skin a snake?
How do we eat snake?
cut the head off a snake.
We got it. We just gotta figure out what we can eat and how we eat it.
Wrap it around, stick, tie it on the edge ends. Hopefully the rope don't burn.
You like skin it first, though, right?
Yeah, I have to give it up to Cameron. He really came through with the grab of the snake. And now he's preparing it. Here, oh, you got a knife? Okay. Perfect bait. Oh!
Inside the snake was a whole bunch of babies. It happened to be a mother, and we're blessed because we can use that as fish bait. We're right on the ocean. I know you can't see it, but this is the ocean breeze hitting me, and I'm feeling fantastic. Like we're gonna be okay.
Cameron and Day caught us a snake, so we get to eat today, which is really nice. I hear it tastes like chicken. I've never tried it, but honestly, I don't care. I'll eat anything at this point. Like, I'm ready to go pick up some beetles here. Maybe not quite, but.
What animals have I killed before? The ones that deserved it. The snake is done.
Cameron caught the snake, and he said he was able to just grab it by its head. And then I believe Dayby actually was the one who took its life.
Oh, Cameron, again, big ups to Cameron.
Yeah, at the moment, I thought we were cool. He's like, thanks to Cam, Cam did it.
So he saw a snake, he's like, get an axe or something. So we had to get an axe. We looked for it, and then he saw it from above, and he grabbed it. So then pinned its head down and I chopped its head off.
I think Josh is feeling a little bit better today. He's got to be feeling better now that we have some snake that we just caught. Like, I'm so excited.
Now all of a sudden he's saying I stole the blanket, I kept the fire once. Like, what's up with that?
I feel they made me feel a little intimidated or threatened because we have a thing of chum full of live snakes. And I brought it to Cameron, and I'm like, yo, like, you guys should watch this because the snake took it anyway.
That snake on his arm, it means something.
Well, what are you doing right now? Was his response. And I'm like to me, that's just rude.
That's all I got to say.
He's very snarky and whatever with me, and I'm like, I don't know this dude, and it's fine. But like passive aggressive, like acting as if I did nothing, as I just gutted the snake. I just cooked the snake. I cut the head off the snake.
Two-faced? I think so.
I just cooked the snake and
Awesome.
cleaned the knives.
Yes.
Yeah. What you mad about, Cameron?
Nothing.
What? What's so funny?
No, I didn't say nothing.
No, you're sitting there acting all like blah, blah, blah. Dude, I'm not trying to be bossy. I just don't want the...
Man, I'm not doing nothing. What are you blabbering about?
I'm blabbering about your little passive-aggressive attitude. That's what I'm
being aggressive
Why
at
do
all.
you have an attitude?
Yeah. Because it's like, oh, what are you doing now? Well, dude, I've been all morning, I've been doing to help camp. And how many times did you watch fire last night? Once. You slept and slept with 2 blankets. I slept with like, I didn't even have 1 blanket
Okay,
last night.
I didn't take 2 blankets.
But whatever,
they were
dog.
already there.
You want to sit there and be like, blah, blah.
Because I'm entitled to 2, I guess.
Entitled to slap in the face, dog.
It's not good communication.
Don't sit there and act like I don't do shit. What are you doing right now? As if I'm bossing you around. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't say nothing. I just
Yeah, you
asked what you
did. Shut up.
I just asked what you were doing with this.
I said leave it there because the snakes are getting out.
Yeah, so stop getting passive aggressive.
I'm being aggressive. There's a difference.
Should I go do something?
Jeez,
No, man. You're being a f***ing goof.
41-year-old man getting mad. Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting mad at your passive-aggressive little f***ing...
Put that attitude in the garbage where it belongs.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can mediate, though. Pretty good mediator. I don't think I've had to mediate so far. There's definitely a little bit of clashing, but I think everybody's been able to pull through it together.
I don't really care. I don't say anything wrong. Honestly, I don't give a shit. Like, what are they gonna do? No, the shelter needs a lot of work. There is no shelter. We're sleeping in the open.
Nature nurtures and provides, but only after it challenges. The spark of knowledge must be carried by many hands if it is to continue burning. If we do not learn to listen, we can never speak the truth. The wild shows us who we are and who we must become if we are to survive. A culture cannot stand on the shoulders of one, but the unity of many. Can we unite who we are as a people with who we want to become?
Era also my Giswalk, Abjalux no Gigwa. Glaman, Mashkanalux no Goyuk Tudautua dan Eldayo. Edaway, Elnog, Megamawa, Arnid up to Dirumtunk, Abjalux no Giswalk, Gigwa Amsid Tudunk, Walalio, Amsid Nogama.
But life is fleeting like that, and sometimes we make the wrong decisions, and sometimes we make the right ones.
Six strangers must return to the wilderness, traveling old trade routes of the Ulnu in Unamagi, also known as Cape Breton. Surviving for 25 days with no modern technology, learning the old ways from the elders, to reconnect to their past and find what truly matters. As a stressful morning at Snake Point continues, the pressure pushes Teresa to find some time by herself while tensions continue to rise.
You know, at the end of the day, it's like, I know people watching this and realize, you know, I mean, I'm putting in work. I don't know what these guys are doing, they're braiding.
I don't want to be out there saying, oh, I did the rope, I did this. You know, somebody is already being like that.
I mean, that's great. Like, make some braids for the ankle, but don't treat me like I'm not contributing, because this is ridiculous at this point.
Oh, I did this, I did that. Blah, 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 I'm tired.
Yeah, well, the thing, yeah, they're just sleeping around, you know what I mean? That's why this morning I was like, you know, I'm not gonna go hungry out here.
There's no reason to go out there and to come back to us and complain about it.
They just laid there, you know, for a little while. It's just like, come on, man. Like,
this morning I heard Dayby saying that I was entitled to 2 or 3 blankets.
no, man, you're being a fucking goof.
41-year-old man getting mad. Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting mad at your passive-aggressive little...
Put that attitude in the garbage where it belongs.
Put the attitude in the garbage. He used 2 blankets sleeping last night.
I think Carly and Jody and I were warm because we had a double blanket over us, but the other just had a regular blanket.
He did 1 watch of the fire.
We kept our fire going with some driftwood that we found, and we took turns taking care of the fire.
He's very snarky and whatever with me, and I'm like, I don't know this dude, and it's fine.
So I'm feeling some kind of tension there, but whatever. Maybe just hungry or mad.
Jack is my little friend that I made while sitting on the beach over there. It's a little caterpillar. You know, you're going through when you succumb to talking to a caterpillar. I kept on building these little walls and then tossing him, and he kept on coming back no matter what, like climbing over those walls and stuff. So I was like, man, take a lesson from you.
With the tide still reeling from the hurricane, the adventurers are unable to risk a paddle on the dangerous ocean and must portage their canoes and supplies along the rocky shore. Although only a kilometer away, they will need to make multiple trips, further stoking the tension.
If they're only carrying their bags, then we could probably get some help carrying the first canoe. You guys?
I don't think I have the energy to carry all this.
Cameron, you think you can help us carry this? Are they just leaving their canoes there?
We're gonna take our stuff, then come back for them.
Take my bag, okay?
What are you gonna do?
The gray blanket under those. I'm just gonna do old school where they put the canoe over their head. Just carry the gray blanket.
Oh, look at Solid here.
The strong man. Now it's gonna be like, yeah, I heard that canoe on the way. No one even helped me.
Yeah, we'll hear all about it. Okay. I'll just drag mine on the rocks.
Despite a workload demanding a collective effort, the group are still at odds, leaving Dayby struggling by himself.
Look, a duck.
Is that a duck or an otter?
Lost in personal conflict, they are failing to realize how vital teamwork is to keeping their limited supplies and tools in good condition. Their chances of survival hang in the balance. Hiding from the rain, the tense group huddles by a fire. After their exhausting portage, they are at odds on how to construct adequate shelter at Breaking Rock. Ready to offer a new teaching, they are visited by elders Jerome Basque and his sister, Anita.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna set up our shelter.
Where's you?
We've got a visitor.
Where?
Oh my God.
Ja, wel een maar ja. Weet je nou allemaal nega? Weet je nou allemaal nega? Heel doen nog eens. Wigwam. Kispesa, toch? Je moet ja, kispesa. Ja. Daar kon ons ook nog aan doen. Met de guy. We brought some material to help you guys build a wigwam. Do you need our help or what? Yeah. So we're here to teach you. Maybe make some tea later. Traditional medicines from the lands. Na call out to na sunu gawan. Bido el de dossip. Agana mul na dandeli dun kulai jad wigwam. Tigno dossip bulo na nagabu all do. Akelugla bisagan was gonna make nagabueno. Nasabuda bueno. Sabuda buega mi amo juduran klimul tossip. Amo shadoy and them guys strong. They'll do well. I'm sure when I get up and let's get cracking.
All right, let's work.
Chukida, what you calling it?
Would you win it? Suma bisquiano. Bisquiano now, it means it's gonna get dark.
Yep. Well, take a wigwam. Aye, oldum, pull that. I'm a them. Well, I'll drop this come with Maramigo. Kisna Garamigo, la wigwam. I will impide also.
I'm dear, Wishka. Chickle desk, Mogamuji, I'll take it. I'll piece on we are there. Let me do one piece on it. Some. Oh, below it, you go to go el desk. You do that again, Jerome. You go out of the we need pie also. Hold on. It's biscuit. Tell off them and chicken ham.
Oh, I love them, dear.
You do. You do. I should nigga.
The beer, Janago.
Well, I'm moved. I will eat. To put the wall.
Nigga, Nagisi guide also.
You know, I'm going to
After the stomping of the ground, a tradition that cleanses the group and area of negative energies, the poles can be erected. Though for some, they are still feeling the harsh realities of returning to the wild.
Okay, each one grab a pole. More? Yes. And you bring your pole here? Okay, perfect.
Back
of it? This is, yeah. Bring this one here, you got it? Yeah. Go follow, Bob, dig guys. Did you hamolo?
Good fireplace.
And then again.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's
okay,
good.
grab the other poles. Go on, did video. Nanige, talap mo. Good. Wala muga. Talap mo. What do you think? Talap mo. Geluka?
Yes.
Na dalawa tuwa na go. Dalawa tuwa. Nagujuk tuwa. Kispesa nagaabol tuwa. Pukto mo gisiga to simgo.
7 straight trees, representing the 7 Mi'kmaq districts, are cleared of all branches to create 10-foot poles. A tripod is erected by lashing the first 3 together. The remaining poles are then leaned against the tripod to create the frame. Canvas or birch bark is used to line the outside of the shelter. Layers of materials are secured together by small stones tied into the corners, bound together with twine or cordage.
Well, we're squallow, we'll let you know, the dock below gig.
Okay, get all us. Every jig tigila.
Every jig, man, that was the jig. Well, I got away. We're going to have to tie this down.
On the other end.
I was in the background mostly because I was still drained and I'm still wet.
Yeah, this is definitely a more traditional way of sleeping. I definitely feel like I'm learning a lot being out here. It feels comfortable though. Being inside, it feels like it's, it's where I'm supposed to be.
To have our teepee finally set up, it feels like a big relief. You can finally sleep properly, no wind or bugs. Yesterday I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I could do this. But now we have a camp, I'm ready to keep going forward.
It's gonna make my night 10 times more, 100% more tolerable than the past few nights.
This morning, there was tension between a few of us, arguing. So hopefully that doesn't happen tomorrow with a good night rest.
I can't wait. I already just want to go in there, get warm, and enjoy the rest of my evening because it's been a long few days.
Well, as a group, I think if we all can actually sleep and, have food in our stomachs, we'll probably get along a lot better.
It is spacious, it's modern, it's warm, cozy. Got good people in it. When you leave, it's gonna be even more fun. Just kidding. No, I'm not.
With the gift of shelter, some deer rations and medicines, the grateful adventurers hope for a good night's rest and an opportunity to ease the mounting tensions that have threatened to split them apart before their journey has even begun. A brand new day by the ocean offers the hungry adventurers a chance to supplement their limited supply of pemmican. After searching breaking rock for mussels, they noticed something more substantial had wandered close to shore.
Yeah, we spotted a duck and I thought, well, no one's getting it, so I'll go grab and get a paddle, I'll whack it to death. And as soon as I got close, rock swam away and I was out of hidden distance.
Would have had a better chance if you didn't throw the rock, man. You scared it away.
My bad.
And then when he took charge and went chasing it and got it, I was like, okay, well, if you want to get the first kill, do the thing first. Like, it seems like he wants to be the center all the time.
No. I'm too late.
He was excited.
2 days, 2 kills. Hey, dude. I killed you.
But he was very aggressive about how we went about it, which kind of bugged Josh and myself. And then it just blew up into a whole big thing that really didn't need to be. As long as we all got to eat, that's all that really mattered.
Let the gloating begin.
Sorry I took your kill there, Josh.
Yeah, you kind of did. Kind of seemed intentional.
I didn't mean to.
I don't think you're that sorry.
Huh?
What happened? They beat this duck to death. How? Now we have food with a paddle.
I just feel bad for taking the key. Like, you should have had it the first time.
Kind of stole the show like you always try to.
Oh, I wish. The show's about all of us, bro.
Sure was when you ran in there and said, wait, do this, do that.
No, I know. I was just trying to, yeah.
Take the stone? Yeah.
No, trying to get the duck. I don't care about the show. I care about eating duck.
All right.
No, I just wanted to scare it towards you. Yeah, next time. Sorry.
I'll be over here.
Well, I want to go show Cameron first.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell him, because he's a duck man, so
I think he would probably know what to do
We should probably grab some tobacco and throw it into the fire.
for its life.
Thanks for the life that, I wouldn't
Honor-
say for
honor it.
giving us its life, because we kind of just took its life.
We did. I do
But so we
apologize,
should thank
but
the
I mean,
spirits that we got this stuck in our hands for food now.
mhm. Okay, so let's get everyone together up here, and I'll get some help plucking, I guess.
No, Dave, I kind of just stole the spotlight.
Now he's gonna be all
All
I
glory.
killed the duck, I did this, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
I'm not excited for that now. I'm the only one killing things around here. No one's gonna help me. Oh, I got that duck last night.
Like your impressions.
After another attempt to harvest mussels, Jody and Teresa begin their return to camp, where tensions are still running high between Josh and Debai.
Paddle, and he's like, oh, wait, no, I'll do this. I'll grab a rock. Hold on, I'll scare it. Hold. But he was just sitting there about to do his little meditation book.
I really didn't mean to take, like, I had no intention of, I feel terrible because the guy's upset because of.
Who?
Josh. He said I was trying to steal the show. I'm like, no, man, I just wanted to kill the thing, man. You want to talk to me? Let's talk.
I don't want to talk to you. I have nothing to talk about with you.
Yeah, you do. You have a fucking problem with me.
If hey, Debai,
What?
don't get like that.
No,
Do
what's
not
the
get
problem?
physical. Honestly, we don't need to waste our energy on
No, what's the
fighting,
problem?
and you
No,
don't
I'm
need.
pissed off. Steal your thunder like I'm trying to be a star? What are you talking about? Fucking group kill. You know? It's not my fucking problem. I thought we were gonna hunt together. I'm not here to steal anyone's show. Thunder. I don't thinking. We hunt together. We do shit together. You know? You're pissing me off because you make me feel bad for something that we should all be enjoying. And I'm not trying to be mean. It just fucking bothers me. It hurts me that you're sitting there crying about something good. No, I'm serious.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done. I know who you think I am. If you want to scrap, I'll throw down, bro. I'll kick. I guarantee you. I'm not that guy. Nice man. I work as a team. I don't sit there looking for props or special treatment. I'm not trying to look for anything other than thrive as a group. So don't get twisted. I'm a good person and I care about people. And I care about all of us equally. So don't sit there and act like I'm trying to be better or do something more than you or anything else to try and get start time. That's stupid. We're here to survive and get together as a group. And in fact, it hurts me that you act like this. It's hurting me. I'm not trying to hurt you. Don't get up. What's so funny? That's the truth.
You were just pushing me, trying to start something. I'm
No,
not trying
because
to hurt you.
yeah, because I'm pissed off that you're doing this. That's whack.
Okay, Diva.
Yeah, duh.
Okay, everybody, I killed it.
Anyway.
So. You.
You're right, he was the one that came in.
Oh, I killed that duck. I didn't mean to take the spotlight from him.
Yet he was the one going around telling everyone that he killed it.
No, I didn't mean to take the spotlight.
And then finishing it off with you.
Right?
I think he's a compulsive liar.
I
He
know.
says one thing and says something else once somebody confronts him.
Oh, I respect you guys.
Next thing you know,
Oh, you guys. Well, go f yourself.
That's so true.
Yeah, we don't need that on like.
No, man. The scales are weighing. School might have been a good option. I'm not even mad about the kill. I was over it.
I think he has his own issues and he takes his anger out on people.
Like, seriously though, man. Should have been a happy moment, and this guy's sitting there crying like, give me a break, man. Give me a break.
No, don't fight him. Eventually he'll be the one that might even get booted off himself. He's trying to overdo it, over-exaggerate.
I'm not fighting. You know what? I'm not fighting.
There you are, here.
Listen. The only reason I'm upset.
I didn't want to talk to you.
Why can't I not talk to you?
You're
No
the
one has
one
to
saying,
like
oh,
you,
I
not
killed the duck,
everyone
I
has
did
to.
this.
What are you talking about?
He didn't say nothing.
He never complained to anybody.
Yes, he did. He did
No, he
complain. He
didn't.
talked directly to me. This is between him and I. I'm sorry that I exploded at him. What do you mean, shh? You're involving everyone into this situation. Me, there was no reason for this even to go this way. There is no premeditated thought on my behalf. That's what's frustrating, because I see you upset about it, and it makes me upset, because I don't want you to feel that way, and there's no reason for you to feel that way. And then when I try and talk to you, I'm like, hey man, can we talk? You brush me off as if I'm trying to be a dick when I wasn't. Because you know what? It hurts me that it upset you that happened that way. I had nothing premeditated. I was not trying to steal someone's thunder or sunshine or whatever you said. I was just trying to kill the duck. Okay? I had no other intention. At this point, if it's that hard to be around me, whatever, fine, tell me. You don't need me around, fine, I won't bother. I don't care. I came here to learn how to survive and do, and that's all I'm trying to do. All this other emotional like I could leave it alone. I don't care. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm just trying to get it done and do it. And I just want to step away for a second so that I can chill out, you guys can chill out, maybe we can talk again, maybe I'll just go. I don't really give
Day by, I thank you. Like, thanks for talking to us calmly and not assaultingly. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate hearing what you have to say when you say it calmly.
He's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
With weeks still to go, the group are hanging by a thread, and some feel they may not make it. Mother Nature exposes truth and burdens us with the responsibility of who we are and how far we have yet to go. Culture offers the chance of wisdom and healing, but only by reconnecting with ourselves and facing change head on. Can we plant honest roots to build a new future? Can we fall, fail, and rise again united? Will we paddle together or sink alone?
Era also my giswalk, abjalux no gigwa. Kulaman, mashkanalux no go to doctor dan eldayo. Era way, elnog, big mawa. I need up to tirum tunk. Abjalux no giswalk. Gigwa amsid tirum. Walal, sid nogma.
I can't wait until this whole journey is over. It's nice, but it's really difficult.
6 strangers must return to the wilderness, traveling old trade routes of the Ulnu and Unamagi, also known as Cape Breton. Surviving for 25 days with no modern technology. Learning the old ways from the elders, to reconnect to their past and find what truly matters. Reeling from recent clashes, the group are frustrated and tense, leaving Day-By isolated and their camp fractured as they wonder how they will move forward together.
Not to mention, like, he says he doesn't want any praise, but he bitches about having to do extra things at night, like nonstop.
You know what I don't like? That he mentions, like, how he has all this stuff happening to him before this show.
But he did it to himself.
I didn't brag about killing that snake. I didn't come bragging about plucking that duck.
I think he needs to just start taking responsibility and accountability for himself and not try to blame it on circumstances.
I know everybody's exhausted. I know we've been lacking food, but we just got a duck. Like, so happy, and then everything collapsed.
I know Joshua doesn't want anything to do with him anymore, won't even call him a friend after all of this is complete. And nor I wouldn't consider him a friend. I wouldn't consider him even an acquaintance.
I'm not upset, I'm just, is it gonna continuously be like that, I thought. So I brushed it off and I wasn't gonna talk to him for a bit or even just leave it alone for a bit, but apparently the way he saw it, he had to get in my face. Are you done?
No, I'm not done.
I was just trying to avoid him for a bit and do my own thing, and he got in my face and grabbed me.
I'm very glad that Josh kept his cool. You know, he's definitely got that under control, and I understand where he's coming from when he said he was like triggered by all that, so I feel for him.
I don't like confrontation at all, and having to witness it and even put myself into it is a struggle for me. I just hate aggression. Don't need it.
Emotions are raw, and the group has split up to try and reflect and focus. On the land, the work never stops. Daybai takes a swim to cleanse himself, while Jody and Teresa go fishing on the open ocean. The others prepare pitch to repair the canoes.
Okay. Do you want to get in there first?
Yeah, where do you sit and where does they sit normally?
I sit in the back. I steer. Do you want to steer or?
I can steer.
I try and get along with everyone. I don't think Daybai is a bad guy at all. I think he is a nice guy. I think around the fire when he talks to me at night, he talks to me like a human being. And I know he's searching for more for himself, and this is probably super hard on him. But I'd appreciate it if things did change, if attitudes were toned down, because we all have to be here. We're all enduring, and the stress doesn't make it easier.
Oh, it's so alive. Yeah, I guess they were warm enough.
For Josh, the situation has led him to reflect on his own choices and past relationships.
I wasn't the greatest person to date, and my one ex-partner told me if I don't fix the way I've been acting or my behaviors, then no matter who I date, whether it's the perfect person in the world or the most miraculous woman that I've been graced to be in the presence of, sooner or later I would mess it up on my own, self-sabotage. So that's what I hope for Daybai. I hope he figures it out, because whether it's this situation or the next, his own behavior and attitude will spoil his next adventure, quite like my relationships.
After everyone has had some time to regroup, Daybai asks the other adventurers to meet in the wigwam.
So look, I want to apologize for my outburst. You know, like I said, from the beginning I have felt kind of like, yeah, I'm older. I feel kind of like, you know, I dropped the ball when I showed up sick. It was just my fault. I don't blame anyone but myself. At the end of the day, my intention is only to be a part of a team and be supportive where I can. And, you know, we haven't had a lot of time to get to know me. So I want to apologize for blowing up because, you know, I've been feeling some sort of animosities, you know.
Well, I appreciate your apology, but I know for me, actions speak louder than words. So over the next couple of days, I would like to see that change and that calmness more, because I feel like you have a bit of an aggressive attitude.
Indeed.
As the evening approaches, the adventurers have reunited. Daybai is humbled and is committed to growing. While this struggle appears over, many other challenges lay ahead. With a new day, the adventurers hope they can heal and repair their bond as a group. After a morning smudge to cleanse any lingering hostility, they still face the reality of dwindling pemmican supplies, as Jody and Teresa's attempt to fish has failed to replenish their provisions. Once again, the wild proves there is no end to the challenges.
Future, we get more food, we get more berries, or maybe we can find some wild plants to eat.
We should do some boat tests.
Yeah.
Just, you know, so we can all just kind of push off.
I wanted to go squirrel hunting today.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of time.
I know everybody's exhausted, but that's probably just them coming off these diets that they used to have back in their homes.
Most likely hunger. I'm always hungry. And I did not eat any of the duck. So I feel very fatigued and lazy. Like I just want to sleep all day, but it's moving day. We have to pack up and go.
Well, that's a skill coming in handy now.
Trying to maximize time, Debye takes the initiative to harvest some food in a newly discovered berry patch. The others stay together to tear down camp.
Okay, so I got some crowberries. There's some crowberries that grow as little baby crowberries, the bunches. It's on the same thing. But I found the cranberries. They aren't as ripe as they'd like to be. But I harvested some berries to give us all a little boost.
Raspberries is edible.
Get out of here, you are berries.
Cranberries? Yep. Or does it have the itchy powder in it?
Those are cranberries. The rose hips are orange.
Okay.
Found the cranberries the last second. I was like, oh, the whole time I thought the other ones were cranberries.
Despite this minor victory, other obstacles remain in camp that could impede the next leg of their journey.
My day started with us wondering whether we were gonna pitch our canoes because I knew we had an ocean voyage today. We had an accident and our bear grease caught on fire with our pitch.
It went up in flames and then we threw in a little too much bear grease.
But I mean, that's not near enough of what you need to patch up your boat. So it was kind of ruined and we didn't have any more spruce gum to add to the mix. So I guess we said we can't patch, so we gotta pack up our camp and just get moving.
Not yet. I'm not sitting yet. Let's go. Yeah, I'm trying to get us out. It's not working. Okay.
You guys good?
No. It just keeps pushing us in to shore.
For the very first time, the adventurers take to the open waters of the Atlantic Ocean. They must travel their longest distance yet. Though only 2 kilometers, the path is incredibly difficult on the demanding ocean under a blaring sun. Unable to repair their canoe, Teresa and Cameron must make the long trek onshore twice, first with supplies, then returning to portage their canoe. Though the water is calm, not everything is going smoothly.
You said just around this coast right here.
What?
Right?
Don't.
Calm down.
Do not tell me to calm down, because that does not work. That's like telling a crying baby to shut up.
No, okay, Jody, I'm not trying to be offensive. You know,
I know, I'm just
it's
telling
just that
you,
it was
I'm
a
letting
natural,
you
it's
know.
just, you know, in the moment, sometimes people say things that that I'm not conscious. It was just a natural reaction.
So you have to just be mindful.
I know, and
I'm not going to argue with you right
I'm
now.
not arguing. I would just.
And I don't want to hear you say you're a good person, because I know you're a good person. You do a lot. You're a good person.
You're cutting me off, and I just want to say this to you. There's, you know, I don't have anything to say negative about you. There are things that I would like to express to you without you getting angry at some point, because you know what? Like, we all have our flaws.
I'm not angry. I'm being assertive.
We're on the move right now, heading to our next location. My energy is kind of low.
Kind of.
Yeah, my energy is low.
Super low.
When I'm walking, I want to stop, but I keep pushing myself, and then I start seeing those little white or shiny dots around my eyes. I've been feeling it since this morning, I guess. I've been making sure I've been drinking water. Maybe I gotta drink more. But gotta keep pushing through.
It's just for future reference.
I understand, and for me, I appreciate that. It was just a thing. I was just worried. I was at the moment too worried about tipping over. It's all good.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
We might as well carry all this. We got more to carry when we get over there. They left half their stuff.
I'm sure everybody will make the trek.
Boom!
It's gonna take us sideways.
Okay, let me get out.
Okay,
I'll
get
pull
out
you.
first.
I'll get out and I'll pull.
Oh, stay by.
I got you.
Stay by.
Got you.
Wait, there's another
Here you go.
tie. Just wait. My butt is numb.
Oh, there we go. Watch your feet.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's carry it in.
Let's carry it. Wait, hold on.
1, 2, 3.
Despite arriving successfully, traveling in the unexpected heat has left everyone exhausted, and they choose to rest on the beach rather than begin finding and building a new camp before nightfall.
Ready to pick a spot?
Yeah. For future reference, y'all do not need to wait for us to pick a spot.
Okay.
I see the clearing, it's just...
I'll put an M in the sand.
I like that.
You guys want to shelter up here, or are you just getting posts?
We're gonna look.
It's right here. I'm just out of breath to climb.
This seems more bushy than this treeway.
Can you come here for a sec?
Wait up, we're cutting.
Oh, there's a spider right on my face.
I went and grabbed the canvas.
What?
I went and grabbed the canvas.
I went to grab some candy.
What?
I don't know what he said.
What are you saying to us?
Nothing. Coming.
Oh, we went to go grab the can. We could use those to build a wall instead of like making your hut thingy.
How about 3 of them?
Good spot.
You mean putting a canvas across from like one of those solid branches into one of those, just as a roof? And then put a wall.
Everyone is tired and drained. Nonetheless, they begin constructing camp. But low energy has left them cutting corners and ignoring their teachings. They decide to take a break and are interrupted on the beach by a familiar face when Elder Terry Denny arrives with his son, Hunter.
I brought some items there I want to show you guys. Yeah. So these are items that me and my sons built. And these are the tools that our people use. The whole purpose of this, what I'm bringing, is to bring you ideas. I can make the tools for you, but you will not learn anything. The whole purpose is you can see the understanding or try to understand what I built. I bought bows and certain items that you may use in the coming days.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if you'll need it. I think you're getting along pretty good without me so far, you know. But
we're trying.
oh, you're trying. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
We managed to corner a duck. Me, Devi, and who was in the water?
Me.
And Terry. T. Yeah, and we cornered it, and Devi went in for the kill with the paddle, with the duck.
This is your first kill.
It's my first kill.
Yeah. And in our language, it's called Gesquantigan.
Gesquantigan.
It is a ceremony. Nije neba oni aptish kumus nije neba deba. Ankus neba digan. Kedantigan na ankus neba gisidum goy edawle. El no ik tudel wisig negmo Gesquantigan. Ugolik suga ni negmo ina. Mon muje mo ni amun enemy dig ni negmo mon Gesquantigan one. Aijida sigabnina abawaj biana ni. No chamana megi de tawo gedan taadi. Na smaadi ani wajigi di ani. My father went through it, his father went through it, his father went through it, his father. You know, these are the things that we still have. Gesquantigan, it is called.
Gesquantigan.
It means the first kill. Kali megi majui no gito, tai juguida, tai ninki wisugat. Tahoy neba do ni. Tahoy Gesquantime. Na, gizi wisugat ninki jatush. Ebo tiji kizigu braudito. Nani na elamoye. Na maziana la da way de Gesquantigam koi. Mi wadman. Na bastel the way which you get elamoy. Na down gislamoy na mu yalo siak. A high well tawaxigo siak. Tank look down na go me gismadne na gigmana. A maguis no to it. Near giskunin. Mujigna Mudu, near down little away, nigger. Again, way, negmoina. Sit down when Mum Gaji do one. And questioning what you daji. Ah, negmok, Marco Quiswa, Mark Lala dida, Hawaji, Mark Negmo. And I will see was it, Manani and Cars no game. And Quisk, Annie in, no cha, Anegam Wutchel, Anegam Wutchel. Dan do you watch you in the winter, Yamana Gascano. I had a muksuga and I see a waters. As well.
With much to learn, the group are excited for a new tool Elder Terry has brought. one that might change their fortunes for the better. Elder Terry offers knowledge that may help secure food. His insight into all new culture has reinvigorated everyone.
Adlege. That's how I pronounce it. It means you throw it further. This simple device right here, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it'll multiply your throw 6 times on a dart. If I were to throw that spear, I would only hit the bushes. But if I put this on, it'll go right into the ocean. That's how far it'll throw.
That's crazy.
So there's no way I can throw my hand that fast to make that sound.
The arrow or dart is hooked into the end of the adelegi and balanced on the shaft. 3 fingers hold the adelegi, while the index and thumb steady the dart. The device is lifted shoulder height, then the arm is stretched back and swung forward, the wrist flicking at the last second, propelling the arrow towards the target. Thrown without the adelegi, the dart would only travel as far as human force could propel it. The adelegi increases the dart's speed and distance up to 6 times, enabling greater potential for harvesting animals or fish.
I don't know if I think we're going to practice a few throws at it. Yeah.
Terry taught us about the tools that he has given us.
We got to throw some spears. I'm sure I wasn't very good, but with practice, I think I will find the right spot to let my trigger finger go.
After the first try, I walked up to pick up the arrow. I got a little bit far and I told myself, I got this. I believe in myself and I know I can do it. It's in my blood. The second try, I went pretty far.
I find that really awesome that not only are they living their tradition, they're improving their tradition.
Terry made a comment there. We got a little Mi'kmaq in you. I just might.
You know, I was at a standpoint in my life trying to figure out what I want to do and figure out where I want to go next, because I've taken a long time to work on my mental health and get through my childhood traumas and adult traumas and stuff like that. Also to connect more, I guess, to my spirit and to who I am as an Indigenous person. And I definitely feel like being out here sleeping in a teepee, eating duck that we hunted ourselves, it was pretty close to, you know, connecting to that Indigenous side. So I'm getting there. I haven't quite reached, you know, everything that I wanted, but like, it's a long time. Still got a long ways to go, and I have no doubt that I'll get where I need to be.
And all around it was a lot better day than yesterday. I can tell you that, and I'm glad I can remember it, because like you told us, you live when the sun shines. When the sun's up, that's when you live the most, and you don't ponder on yesterday. The sun already shined there, and the sun hasn't met tomorrow yet, so don't be worried about tomorrow. My day went very well.
A new tool, a new camp, and a warm day have lifted the adventurers' spirits, and some have found special connections that might see them through. But as the group face another night without proper shelter and still much healing to be done, questions persist on how long they can continue. For now, they are happy, and tomorrow's challenges can wait. Our people have overcome all obstacles, survived storms, seas, and change, but only by working together. We must honor the teachings that have been shared with us. Can we accept our limits? Can we reach out and work hand in hand? Will you help others to rise?
Era also my giswalk, abjalux no gigwa. Kulaman, mashkanalux no way to doctor dan eldayo. Era way, elnog, big mawa. I need up to Tirum took abjalux no giswalk. Gigwa amsid Tirum. Walalio.
Sidnogama.
You come in blind. I think I could absolutely do this no problem. Like, I love living in the bush. I think it's great. I love the elders visiting me and learning from them. It's just simply the humans, dealing with the humans, that's hard for me.
6 strangers must return to the wilderness, traveling old trade routes of the Ulnu and Unamagi, also known as Cape Breton. Surviving for 25 days with no modern technology. Learning the old ways from the elders to reconnect to their past and find what truly matters. Rushing to beat yesterday's sunset, the adventurers ignored their teachings and constructed a makeshift shelter, adding more strain to their tired bodies and minds.
Last night was kind of chilly, but we managed to set up our little hut teepee, wannabe teepee thing. We set 4 walls around, no roof.
I wanted to do a lean-to so that we could all be sleeping together and have a fire that everybody gets a bit of.
That opening that we had in our hut on top of the hill, that's where we used our washroom. So we just kind of stayed around there just so we don't go too far. And it was pretty dark, so we didn't have to go far or get seen by the other teammates. Yeah, I didn't drop a load or anything. I just stood, peed, that's about it. But it was good. Hopefully we could build a proper one next time.
We're thinking teepees all the way now. Be a lot quicker. We'll learn the knots. Everyone will have a piece to go in there.
I think we're going to get a move on because we want to be able to build a wigwam when we get to our next location. Settle in, hopefully for a couple days, and actually go for a swim. That's the one thing I really want to do is just go for a swim. It's been 6 days without a freaking bath or a shower or anything. I need water.
I think yesterday with the elders teaching, it lifted everyone's spirits. We're getting tools.
Carrying the supplies is rough, especially when we're low on our energy, but it's fine. You know, there's 6 of us. We can carry it. We can do it. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, everyone's feeling better about it.
Breaking camp early might offer the relief some in the group desperately need. Portaging over 1 kilometer from Hidden Hill Camp, they arrive at the mouth of the Grand River. Now safe from the unpredictable ocean waves, they will travel inland, covering 6 kilometers, paddling the wide river until it narrows. Reaching the split in the waterway, the adventurers decide on a location for their new camp, Bone Forks. A change in Dayby shows he's ready to embrace the essence of reconnection and truly commit to facing the challenges inside and out.
I feel like if I take the time to foster some relationships and develop my communication skills to be able to get through how I feel, my interpretation, as well taking their point of views and evaluate them for, where the strength in them is, I think that it's going to benefit me in the long run.
Yeah, everyone's finding their spot in the group and what they're best at and who's quicker and doesn't mind some work more than others.
I don't know what roles are starting to develop, honestly. I don't know what's to come out of people.
For Cameron, the shift has left him questioning not only his role, but if he can truly move forward and shoulder his own struggles and fears. While the group come together to bow drill a fire to ward off another chilly night,
Come on, fire.
Elders Joe and Judy Gugu arrive with a teaching that will require both teamwork and perseverance.
Hello. Hello, Whoop.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, Tio.
How are you?
How are you?
Good.
Today we're going to teach you how to flesh a moose, making your blankets for the day.
Okay,
Okay.
awesome.
I got a moose down there. Now we need to get poles for them. Then we'll tie them on a pole and we'll learn how to scrape them with a bone.
Cold nights, missing family, and their last days of pemmican continue to weigh on the group. Following the teachings is their best chance of thriving in the wilderness. With longer paddles through the winding Grand River still ahead, the group's latest lesson offers a chance to provide much-needed warmth, comfort, and a good rest for hard days to come. But only if they can cooperate and remain focused.
Ninda do si Judy Gugu. Ako genome nin jog Gugu.
We go mat leo ye. Ye kis ko ga na mo le dan de sko do jai tiam. We go menado a plagi de liu jit kilo. Go ju to klaman. Naam te de ga mo ye nen we jading mai.
Well, tonight listen to the subject to only have to born.
Now we're going to get our poles for a frame for the moose to hang it up, and we'll start scraping. So we could get our axe, so we get in there and get some poles. We need to tie it up on a pole to we'll start scraping. Okay, I got to get in there and get some poles.
Don't born up, Ishka. You want to go help me?
You want to help me?
Axe, I'm not sure where the axe.
We like this because it stretches.
This one here?
Oh, that's good.
It'll work. Yeah?
It'll work. I mean,
we'll go down corner.
That's some bright dirty thing though. Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Okay, somebody grab that corner and tie it up.
It's a rope.
Minasig jala. Minasig.
Sabi na.
It's good, bloody.
Ang niptiray mo.
Masawin ba wamadik mo? Ang wamadik ka.
Oh yeah.
Kalo na bisun mo ladi. Nagiglasik. Wini maash ka. So, buwakedek. That's a bit. That's nothing. When you cut it with an inch.
That shouldn't be in. But that's good. I go up with our baby. Just right here. You saw again.
Do them something. You're so gaudy. I run. 4 corners, we got to move it first. We do the 4 corners, then we go. All around.
There you go. Now
It's going to move all around.
Okay. Now you put the holes on 6 inches apart, okay? And every time, and when you're pulling the cord in, pull it from the top. If you pull it from the bottom, you'll get the hair on it. Okay? Just take a knife like that.
No easy, Joe.
Okay? Yeah, but body right. Okay.
Start from the bottom. Go through the bottom here.
No.
To the top.
Top, yeah. Okay. So you keep on doing that. Every 6 inches. Now somebody's going to do that on the other side. Yeah, you got to start from this side, and somebody work on that side.
Somebody go
start here.
And
Which
one
side
start.
do we start?
Volunteer.
Everybody wants to
Volunteer.
try it.
Volunteer.
Yeah.
I volunteer you.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready.
And go from the top. So if you go from the bottom, all hair will tangle up on you.
Okay.
So you got to go on top. When you come back, go underneath here.
Yeah. Okay, top and then under.
Under, yeah. Keep on doing that.
Laying the fresh hide flat on the ground, poles are cut out, then bound with roots or cordage to form a suitable frame. Holes are poked at regular intervals along the edge of the hide. The cordage is thread through the holes so that the hide is slowly stretched evenly inside the frame. Raising the frame, the hide can now be fleshed by scraping away fat using the leg bone from the moose. Once clean, the hide is left on the frame in the sun until it completely dries out. It can then be used as a blanket, cutting into cloth, or other materials.
We could get this side up, we'll be all right.
What side?
This side up. At that neck area.
This side is
rotate it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep on going. Okay. Lift it up.
Against the 2 trees.
Okay.
Like that, okay? There you go.
Perfect.
No, perfect.
Wala na yan diam chingo.
I know it's quick got him.
Huh?
I knew it's got him. Coming out pretty good.
Did them semen na. Did you groove cheese got on that? When somebody in.
Tight it for you a little bit again.
Great.
You'll be all right, though.
So usually leather you got work that, and bracelet you got work wrist coming up. The way we do it.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother? Good.
Yeah, you guys doing pretty good.
Get do up camp more. Get some look at the mood all that. You could come party up tonight.
Thanks, good idea.
Good thinking.
Yeah, I'm seeing you. That is really bad. I make your name.
Okay, so we started at the top,
Okay,
lifted,
I'll lift
and
up
then
while you
pulled
guys grab
out.
the other poles, and I'll grab the third one.
We need one at where our door is going to be.
Yes,
I'm
once
sticking
it
in
gets
then.
sparked.
A little fuzzy insides? Yeah. Okay.
But I think survival.
Was that far enough? You think, did we give ourselves enough
Why
space?
والله هذا الجنس right there.
I'm looking for some rocks to tie up our canvas on our wigwam.
We gotta bring it this way.
I feel like this side
that way,
should be
Kate.
covered. The flaps are opening.
Thrust. Give it more thrust.
For sure, we didn't do a good job on that spot.
I know. What are we waiting for?
Someone going in.
Oh, okay. I'll go in and do that.
Yeah, pass.
Here.
Yeah. You take a stick.
I need a knife.
Who has the knife?
Right here.
Can you give it to Cam inside the teepee?
Yes.
As the seemingly successful day draws to a close, old tensions are reignited overnight after a dispute breaks out between Carly and Dayby.
I'm throwing a piece of wood to chop it, and it's like a long tree and it's stuck in some branches, and I just kind of wrestle it out and I throw it.
I was looking down, breaking branches, so I wasn't looking up. I didn't see his face. I didn't see it coming. I just all of a sudden was hit in the chest and the arm with a tree.
And all of a sudden, it misdirects, probably because the branch in the back or something, just steers it off, and it fell onto Carly's lap and this sort of thing.
And he did profusely apologize, but
I apologized immediately. I apologized like 5-6 times, like, oh my God, I feel so bad. You know, are you okay? Like, did that hurt? Like, I'm like, are you okay?
stupid accident. Didn't need to happen.
I should have been more safety conscious in that sense, but at the same time, we were rushing to beat the sun. There's a line, and that's just one line that's like, I won't cross in terms of A, violence against our women, and B, like, just like, why would, I don't have enough. My head's not even at space. My head is like, let's chop this wood so we don't freeze at night.
And I want people to get through it. I don't want to think that I'm the cause of someone who went home, but like I said, if it's not him, it might be me. And I want to stay here.
Each adventurer has split off to try and ease the tension building inside the camp, though this leaves work undone and conflicts unresolved. In the wild, problems cannot be ignored for long.
You should not even throw a tree when someone's sitting like 5 feet away.
But also, I was rushing to beat the sun because so that we wouldn't be cold. It was not.
And still, I was the last one out there breaking branches.
It's not about who does more or less work.
But you often...
It wasn't just me who felt that way. The fact is that we didn't even want to approach the situation because we don't want to ruffle feathers and have these kinds of conversations because it's a waste of energy and time. As long as it gets done, that's all that matters.
That's what I feel.
Well, hopefully so, because that's all I feel too.
Eventually, the producers are forced to speak with Dayby as Carly voices concerns about if she can continue in a hostile environment.
It's gonna be one less man. It'll be a bit more work, but I'm sure we'll get through.
Today was a bit of a, well, it was a pretty rough day. It's definitely hanging in the air. You can feel it, you know, feels heavy today.
Hopefully he's the only one to leave.
The entire group are caught off guard when Cameron makes a shocking announcement that he will be leaving the journey for his own personal reasons.
Bye, y'all. Just kidding.
It's unfortunate you're taking off, and I do wish you all the best and hope that everything you wish and want in your life comes true, truly.
Thank you.
Personally, I'm gonna truly miss my star. You wake up a star and you go to bed a star. And I'm truly gonna miss you. I don't know how I'll fare these next few days, but I'll try to hold on without you. You've always kept me positive and made me feel funny, and that's something I truly treasure. And I hope that you found a true friend or family in me, because you mean a lot to me at this point. But I know everybody has their decisions to make. Thank you for coming, and I wish you could stay, but I know other things are more important. I don't hold anything against you for leaving.
Thank you, Carly. Cookum.
Okay. I know I haven't known you for a long time, but I feel like I've known you my whole life. I'm gonna miss you. It's my ray of sunshine.
Don't worry.
I can't believe you're leaving.
Bye.
Yourself with a knife
Even a
before
fall.
you leave.
Bye, Cam.
Bye.
Onagiwahi.
Bye, guys.
Is it just me, or did the room get a little less happy?
Yes. My star is gone.
I'll help you.
I hope so.
Because in the end, it's going to be worth it. You know?
Yeah.
It's not easy, but it is worth it.
No. I didn't feel it till he walked out, and I'm pretty bummed. Like, felt like a friend just left. Like one of my best friends just left, and it really did feel less happier, a little bit more quieter in there.
Struck by Cameron's sudden departure, tensions only mounted, splitting the group into two. Moving into their own camp, Carly and Jody have removed themselves from Dayby to try and come to terms with what has happened.
The reasoning behind me and Jody having our own shelter was just that we were kind of suffering in that tent, and I know since Cameron left that we would probably suffer even more.
All this blah, 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 and the nitpicking and constant criticism of me ends.
It was offered to have Dayby be in his own camp because I find he's the source of what kind of pulls the energy down.
And for it to go to that point where I'm being accused of actually throwing a foreign object the size of a tree at someone is ridiculous. And just to hear that this morning really just left a bad taste in my mouth.
I know that Teresa and Josh can deal with his personality and his stories, whereas me and Jody are just like less able to handle it.
Yeah, after our meal tonight, we'll delegate some tasks and hopefully air out some laundry that's been hanging a little too long. Just a bit more clear communication. something I'm used to, and I know something they're not really comfortable with, and it's because of the lives they lead or what's been happening to them. But hopefully they trust us enough to open up and get some communication going and just help share the workload.
Again, I didn't want anybody to be isolated. It's more wearing on us. So it was suggested that me and her have our own camp. And so far, I think that was an A+ idea, because I'm feeling better. Like, we're calm people, don't need to talk and hog the air, and we both appreciate silence. So during the night, there was no words, and that was truly a blessing. That I couldn't, you know, be more grateful for.
If we keep our eyes on the past, we cannot see where we might go. If we cannot reach out to others, no hands can guide us forward. Will you hide your way or leave a path for the next generation? Can we forgive those who stumble? Can you listen to the past, but look to the future?
Era also my gisawok, abjalux no gigwa. Glaman, mashkanalux no goyuk tudoktiwa dan eldayo. Era way, elnog, megamawa, anid up to tunk. Abjalux no gisawok, gigwa amsid tudunk. Walalio, amsid nogama.
Yeah, we'll just get those three in a ring and just let them fight it out. See what happens.
We're gonna go catch some fish, figure it out.
6 strangers must return to the wilderness, traveling old trade routes of the Ulnu and Unamagi, also known as Cape Breton. Surviving for 25 days with no modern technology, learning the old ways from the elders, to reconnect to their past and find what truly matters. Two shelters, but only 5 adventurers. With the camp still divided, the workload is no longer being shared, and tasks are left undone. Facing pressures they never expected, the group are struggling to come to terms with their journey and each other.
Haven't seen any other girls for like half the day. Although I'm trying not to say anything to avoid someone using that as an excuse to do something. As in, I don't know, go home.
I don't mind it. I'm still feeling all right. It was a little chilly, but we got through it.
In the end, I guess it just seems to be that they're not as adaptable as most other people. Adapting to situations and adapting to their environment. I mean, I don't know about the other two. They're in their own little camp, so I haven't visited it yet, so.
No fish today.
I don't know. From what I heard, it was the best night they had, best sleep, good for them. Seems they're pretty good at taking care of themselves, but not others, as in working with the team. But to each their own.
Yeah, the fire even went out on us, but our shelter was warm enough that it didn't matter. We kept our body heat kept us going, so.
You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, so to speak, so. It seems people are taking care of their own horses.
It's good. It's not too cold. Probably won't get hypothermia. So, I got a bath and I did some laundry.
With tools and tasks divided, both camps struggled to stay warm and keep their fires overnight.
Cold, very cold. Very, very cold and windy and cold. Definitely cold.
It wasn't a problem if the fire went out.
I stayed up till we ran out of wood. And I thought it'd be okay to let it go out, but no, that was a bad idea.
It just got colder.
Luckily, Day-By was nice enough to give us a coal this morning.
I definitely think they needed some space though. So just to recharge and everything. So hopefully when we get to our new camp, we can all come back together again and just work as a team.
This is what we're supposed to be doing.
Terry said selfishness comes in many forms, and I do not want to come off as selfish by having my own shelter with Carly.
I don't know. I think it might be best to like sit around together, maybe do a smudge and talk it out.
As preparations to move upriver to their next camp begin, the group accept that they must come together to discuss what to do and if they can continue as one. Meeting in the wigwam, no one is quite sure what the outcome will be.
I'm just going to start this with a smudge so that we can all be open and receptive to conversations and just understanding that everybody's entitled to their own opinions and their own emotions, and you don't have to take that on to yourself. Let's work together so we can come back as a team, lay things out, take things in, whatever you got to do, just so that way when we get to the next spot, we can, be a team and be good. Because I miss you guys in here at night.
Last night we did bump heads, simply for the fact that there's 3 of us trying to keep a fire going, and we're all trying to sleep also. And 3 people gathering wood for a big teepee like this is not an easy task. And with all this extra room, it's wasted space to heat up. And it goes to waste, and we wake up cold and the fire's out. And I feel if we came back together as a team and delegated some tasks, we'd all sleep better, we'd all get along better. With the limited resources we have, splitting up seems illogical. That's simply my opinion, is because to me it just makes more sense to stay in one spot and come together. Splitting up and getting food for that side or this side, to me it seems illogical to do these things, and I'd really like to see us come back to one gathering place to sleep and come together and eat together.
I think I'm ready to come back. I'm willing to let go of my yesterday's sorrows and problems and move forward.
I missed doing the Thorns and Roses with you all. It really gave me an insight of how you all felt. I agree that we should leave as a team, like we came as a team. I'm ready to sleep in the teepee with you guys. It was cold out there.
So it's decided.
And I think as long as everybody realizes that we all cope in different ways. So as long as we can understand that and respect that about each other, we should be fine.
And whatever you guys need from me personally, I'll do it, I'll do it. Whatever you need, no problem. I don't know you guys, and I just want you guys to be happy and comfortable as well.
So shall we
undo this TP ASAP so we can get our show rolling?
Canoes.
2.
Two.
Yeah.
2. The other one's bunk.
You guys are gonna have to figure out a way to fit into that tall one.
Let's do this. We need to come up with like a group on 3.
With consideration and compassion, the adventurers reunite with a new sense of understanding. There has been much struggle already, but they are slowly accepting the need to work together to overcome the relentless pressures of survival. Deciding to travel in only 2 canoes so no one is forced to paddle solo, they break camp and head upstream, leaving 1 canoe behind. With a paddle of nearly 3 kilometers against the current and in often shallow waters, the group are aiming for Dawn's Edge Camp, where more abundant supplies of trout and game might be harvested. Unfortunately, their gamble backfires, as the imbalance sinks the overloaded canoe, forcing Day-By and Carly to empty it out.
Carry. At least it's lighter.
But the damage is done, and the shallow rivers are unforgiving. A wet portage is the only recourse. The wild continues to test their patience. In the shallow inland rivers, the group have been forced to walk their canoes most of the way, realizing that 2 will not be enough for all 5 of them. Arriving on shore, they have learnt the hard way to ignore a good shelter and quickly get to setting up a base.
I think we're gonna go over here.
In their haste, they have forgotten another teaching and failed to stomp the ground, a Mi'kmaq tradition believed to remove negative energy from the camp. Some good fortune arrives in the form of a familiar face who has heard of their recent struggles coming upriver.
Okay, so last time I showed you guys what stuff that was already pre-made, show you how to do the burn hole, and then go from there.
Begisin, Glaman, Woljisol, Didoxup, Ach, Woljisol, Didoxup.
Grateful for Luke's assistance in providing a warm fire and their day of healing, the group still encountered powerful dreams and images during the night, as the effects of not stomping out the negative energy seemingly seeped into their minds.
My dream, I was definitely thinking about home. I think I was dreaming about my brothers, and you know, we've all had our struggles, and I was dreaming about them and the struggles that they're currently involved in. So I think that's gonna stick with me today, but I'm just gonna pray and have faith that the Creator is watching over my family while I'm here.
I'm feeling that homesickness today. I'm feeling that longing for contact. And I can't have it unless I go home, so that's really weighing on me right now.
Subdued, but trying to stay focused, Jody tends the fire while Josh tries to resume stretching the moose hide that was neglected by the group during the recent struggles.
Oh my God. Almost looks sick. So I'll size this thing and tie it. She brought the posts over for me.
Sweet. No, I'm gonna talk about work. I'm saying she seems a little off. Why is she kind of got like, I don't know, offended. I wasn't trying to offend her. I was like, look at it, it's cool. Once we get it up, I'll scrape it. It's gonna be easier to scrape.
So what, do you think I should undo this again? I don't know if it'd probably not be very tough anymore, you know what I mean?
There we go.
Yeah,
well, maybe...
The top should be really secure, so I'll just use those. Like...
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so go around.
In spite of all that has happened, hope and desire continue to push the group forward, as Dayby and Carly both commit to working together for the greater good.
Just try to do the TP too.
As everyone works to settle into their new dynamic, a stranger heads downriver with a brand new canoe. From out of nowhere comes a new face, with a surprise to share.
Joshua. That's it.
Where'd you come from?
Saskatchewan.
Oh.
Where are you from?
Oh, Manitoba. Prince Albert? Oh, nice. I'm from Regina.
Oh, I'm planning to move there soon.
I love that town. My old stepmom is from there.
What is this?
Chaga. Chaga tea. Delicacy tea.
So there's only one teepee, so 3 guys stay.
Yeah. We just built it yesterday.
How do you guys like it so far? Is it tough?
It's been interesting.
It's more, for some of us it's mental,
Yeah.
some of us it's physical, and some of us it's a bit both. But any day can go either way.
Pretty cool.
I'll pass some tea there.
Yep, sure.
So you flew from Saskatchewan. Are you like here joining the camp, or just?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're like the 6th person now.
Yeah, I'm the 6th person.
Oh, yeah. Hey, cool. Wow. So, they're cuddle buddies. I guess me and you sleeping here. Okay, we thought you had some cool stuff for us.
Yeah, we thought you were like a visitor.
No, no, just...
You're an adventurer too. Okay, you're
perfect.
a merchant.
You're a
Welcome
merchant.
to the merchants.
Cool, man. It's good.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hey.
Girls.
Fancy.
Hi.
Come on down.
Come out there.
Is that Big Terry?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, come on out.
How's it
All
going?
these breeze. How you doing?
All right. Where are you living? I'm Joshua.
Tom.
Tom, nice to meet you.
Teresa.
After the loss, conflict, and trauma of the past few days, Elder Tom Sillyboy seeks to help the healing process, both within the group and with what they have carried from their old lives.
Makes sense what I'm saying? You lock that heart of yours. There are people who want to get to you or want to get close to you. What do? We push them away. Now, you have to make a choice. And only you could open your heart. Only yourself. It doesn't matter where you come from. Alberta, Saskatchewan, Regina, Eskasoni. It's your choice. Yeah, Bokti Gwen. Bokti Kamala Mo. Imagine mo giganadas na. Imagine mo giganadas. You're going to get stronger. There's a lot of people. I'll set you up. What do you want? I go to school tomorrow. That means your journey. You know, the milk word you had a hard time with, then where are you today?
I guess I could take the lead of that. I mean, I think I just learned a lot about myself and my communication. I learned that there is a huge difference between my generation and their generation. And it's a learning process that I'm open to and that I'm kind of getting to understand a bit more.
Abisita ka na really, mediwek. Wakay tadwana, big jewan. Demadondet. Duwana okto. Botas katami. Do hardigot. The really, really.
With care and openness, the group spent time sharing where they have been, their dreams, nightmares, and the power of accepting pain to grow beyond it. Now a new group of 6, the importance of the journey to the individual and the communities they represent was reforged in their spirits.
Whoa! What are ya? Siwidia tameldayo. Ugnaharap goy. Don't stop yourself. What you have inside of you.
Everyone came together, and the more we encourage each other, the better we work. And the girls made a point of that last night in their Roses and Thorns. They really enjoyed Day's and enthusiasm and positive feedback. It kept their spirits up, and they thought it was a nice change. Beautiful was the word they used. I feel I'm reconnecting a lot more, and then just last night when I was laying there, I just started to realize the closer we get, I'm starting to miss it more and more. Like, I know I'm gonna miss this, laying in a teepee under the stars.
Though the lessons have been painful or beyond expectations, the adventurers have a newfound respect for what it truly means to reconnect and the roots of wisdom beneath each teaching. Culture is not just what we do, but how and why. Logan's arrival helps to revitalize the group.
We got the shelter, we got the fire locked down. We really just need to start feeding ourselves.
Although now they have another mouth to feed, but a fresh member to aid in the tasks at camp. Like a changing tide, the energy has shifted, the momentum thrown forward, and with another teacher, Kent Denny, son of Elder Terry, comes a chance to capitalize on the rivers and waterways all around.
Gue, mình đâu có tiêu.
Ray.
Đâu đuôi We're making spears today to catch trout and salmon and to entertain yourself. It's a jigamon.
Yeah, how do you use it?
You just tap it on your leg.
I'm already entertained.
We'll be jigging tonight, yeah.
I'd like to give them to you.
Wow,
For making the
amazing.
spears.
Sick.
Thank you.
They're crooked knives, and they are used for making the spears.
Awesome, thank you.
Careful how you grab it. Beautiful tools.
Be careful with these knives when you do this. Geek, lawahan.
Ulzan Gilagil. When Gedu Jinu Guado Wula.
Lumberjack in the house. Let's save that for tea.
Uljaha Ulzan Ak Unkoden Badanum. Muk on Nasi Lugo Ak Uljagoden Dan Deluguin.
A crooked knife cleans and shapes a hardwood pole, while two curved pieces that will become the head are carved from suitable chunks of wood. Using a fine bone point, a drill creates holes for wooden pegs to fasten the spear's outer head to the shaft. Roots bind the head of the spear together. Designed to strike down, the spear simultaneously breaks the fish's spine while the hooks grab hold so it can be pulled from water.
Wula Wahandoe Sabigin Gisidu Wegu Ni Nak Noch. Unsit when Nuda Ukjinu Guadamin. Ige Gisaba Moog Kamuji Jul Jida Dedanu Ak Mokbul Denu Jibiskito. Lige Jibiskikdok Sekibilum Nanuch Del Ginam Muib. Lige Gisidugo Igoho Na Oldanage Sibu Ak Adananage Mimage. Lige Wagonak Miji Soltidoxip.
Excited at their first proper meal in days, the group follow Kent to the river as he showcases the spear's potential. It has been a frenetic and overwhelming period for most, but for the first time in many days, the outlook is bright, and the adventurers will face tomorrow as a group of 6 with a newfound hope of completing their journey. Tides flow and rivers turn. The sun will fall and rise again. So too must our people change pain into progress and despair into desire. We are the descendants of survivors, our roots as old as time. Can we wake to a new dream of hope? Will you turn weeds of distrust into seeds of wisdom? Can we accept the leadership we have all inherited?
It also my Giswok, Abjalux no Gigwa. Glaman, Mashkanalux no go to Doctua Dan Eldayo. Edaway, Elnog, Megamawa, I need up to Dirum Tunk. Abjalux no Giswok, Gigwa, I'm said Tudunk, Walalio, said Nogama.